You go to bed every night trusting your routine. You brush your teeth. You drink your water. Maybe you take your meds. But there's one thing you're probably not doing. Something so simple, so small, and yet so powerful that it could save your eyesight and stabilize your blood pressure in just a few nights. It isn't a drug. It isn't a supplement. It's a food. A single, common food that Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and NIH-backed studies now say can change your health dramatically, but only when eaten right before bed. Ignore this tip, and you may slowly go blind, or wake up to a sudden blood pressure spike that sends you to the ER. The worst part? The damage builds silently for years. But this one bedtime fix could be your protection. Let's talk about it. First, let's look at what's really at stake. If you're over 60, your risk of high blood pressure triples. If you're also diabetic or overweight, your risk of vision loss climbs by over 400%, according to NIH data. And yet, most people treat blood pressure and eyesight as two separate problems. But what if I told you they're deeply connected? In fact, according to the American Heart Association, hypertension is one of the leading causes of both optic nerve damage and retinal deterioration. The result? You lose your night vision. You struggle with glare. You can't drive. And one day, you can't even see the faces you love. Now here's where it gets frightening. This decline doesn't come with warning signs. Most seniors don't realize their vision and blood pressure are spiraling until it's too late. That's why today's tip is urgent. Because if you're not eating this one thing before bed, you're missing a critical opportunity to reset your body every single night. Let's get to it. The food? Kiwi. Yes, the fuzzy little fruit most people ignore. But don't let its size fool you. Eating just 1 to 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed has now been shown in peer-reviewed studies, including one from Taipei Medical University, to improve sleep quality, reduce nighttime blood pressure, and protect the retina. Here's how it works. Kiwis are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids essential for eye health. They accumulate directly in your retina and lens, blocking blue light and reducing oxidative stress. But that's not all. Kiwis are also one of the richest sources of serotonin precursors, meaning they naturally help your body produce melatonin. Melatonin doesn't just help you sleep. It regulates blood pressure during sleep. In fact, a study published in the Hypertension Research Journal found that people with lower nighttime melatonin had significantly higher systolic and diastolic blood pressure by morning. So by eating kiwi before bed, you're feeding your eyes and calming your heart at the same time. That's why it's the perfect bedtime food. But there's more. And this next point might be even more important. Tip 2. The worst time to eat fruit is in the morning, if you're over 60. Let me explain. When you eat fruit on an empty stomach early in the day, especially high glycemic fruits like bananas or pineapples, your blood sugar can spike rapidly. This spike triggers insulin. And frequent insulin surges, especially in older adults, are directly linked to elevated intraocular pressure and worsening diabetic retinopathy, according to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. The solution? Shift fruit intake to nighttime, specifically fruits like kiwi or tart cherries that are low on the glycemic index, but rich in antioxidants and melatonin-promoting compounds. This supports stable blood sugar and offers therapeutic effects for both blood vessels and your retina while you sleep. Now here's another cliffhanger. Tip number 3. The way you chew kiwi could affect how much benefit you get. Most people just bite into it or quickly slice and swallow. But researchers from Tufts University discovered that thorough mastication, chewing slowly, and allowing kiwi's enzymes to mix with saliva enhances the bioavailability of key polyphenol. More polyphenol equals more antioxidant defense for the delicate blood vessels in your eyes. Yes, even the way you eat it matters. And if you think kiwi is too acidic, don't worry. You can neutralize that effect by pairing it with 1 tablespoon of unsweetened Greek yogurt. This combo slows down digestion, stabilizes absorption, and increases nutrient delivery without sugar crashes. Now that we've covered the how, let's dig deeper. Because there's a secret about nighttime blood pressure most doctors never tell you. Nighttime hypertension is the most dangerous kind. During sleep, your blood pressure should naturally dip 10 to 20%. This is called nocturnal dipping. But in many seniors, especially those with metabolic syndrome or sleep apnea, this doesn't happen. Instead, blood pressure stays high or even rises during the night. And that's when strokes, heart attacks, and vision-related hemorrhages are most likely to occur while you're sleeping. This is called a non-dipping pattern, and it's deadly. A study in the Journal of Human Hypertension found that non-dippers are 400% more likely to experience cardiovascular events. Kiwi, along with a regulated bedtime routine, can help restore your natural dipping pattern. Why? Because kiwi contains potassium and magnesium, both critical for relaxing smooth muscles, dilating blood vessels, and enhancing sleep architecture. That's why it's not just a healthy fruit. It's a functional medicine food, and you should be using it like one. Now let's look at another danger. A mistake millions of seniors make every night, without realizing the consequences. They eat dinner, and then go to bed immediately after. This compresses digestion, worsens acid reflux, and disrupts glucose metabolism overnight. And elevated glucose at night is a direct enemy of your vision. According to the NIH, hyperglycemia during sleep increases the risk of advanced glycation end products forming in the eyes, damaging lens flexibility and worsening cataracts. So here's your fix. Eat dinner 3 hours before bed. 1 hour before bed, eat your kiwi, with or without yogurt. Avoid all caffeine, even decaf, after 4 p.m. This simple 3-step routine optimizes melatonin, protects your retina, and supports nocturnal blood pressure dipping. But now, here comes the truth very few doctors explain. The eyes have no pain receptors. You can't feel the damage happening. By the time your vision blurs, by the time you see halos around lights, by the time you notice night driving becomes scary, it's already late stage. That's why prevention is your only shot. And eating kiwi before bed is one of the easiest and most scientifically supported tools we have. A single fruit, nightly. That's all it takes to start changing your health trajectory. But only if you act now. Let's put it all together. Step 1. Choose 1 to 2 ripe kiwis. Golden kiwis are lower in acid and slightly sweeter. Avoid canned or processed kiwi. Step 2. Chew slowly. Let it mix with your saliva. If you want to reduce acidity, add a spoon of plain Greek yogurt. Step 3. Eat it 1 hour before bed. Not immediately after dinner. Not first thing in the morning. Step 4. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. No screens 30 minutes before sleep. This enhances melatonin production. Step 5. Stick to this routine for at least 3 weeks. Harvard sleep studies show melatonin and antioxidant benefits accumulate gradually, but results begin in just days. Step 6. Track your results. Monitor blood pressure in the morning. Take note of sleep quality and eye dryness or irritation. You may be shocked at how fast your body responds. And yes, your doctor may be surprised too. But the science is clear. This isn't theory. It's time to act. Your blood vessels are aging. Your optic nerves are under stress. And your sleep isn't what it used to be. But tonight, you can start to change that with a simple piece of fruit. Not a pill. Not a surgery. Just nature at the right time. Kiwi before bed. Try it for 7 nights and just watch what happens. Your eyes will thank you. And your heart might just be saved.